with Rob Mosley. Go Ducks.
KG, can you just talk about trying to run things without Paopao and how you felt like that affected this one?
Well, I think anytime you're without a good player, it hurts. But I've always felt that injuries in the short term, don't affect you as much as you think they might, because it's human nature to step up, have other players step up. And I'm not sure we did that enough tonight. I credit my team, though. They played hard till the end. I'm proud of them for that. We competed, but listen, OSU just played a really, really good basketball game. Everything we tried to do, they were ready for, and made nice counters. And there you go.
Terry, are you ready for us? Till we get Terry set, we're going to go with Ryan, KWVA.
Coach, Rob just asked about Paopao. Can you give us any indication on her status?
I don't know. I just found out right before the game. So she was in a boot, and that's never a good thing. So I don't know. I haven't had a chance to ask anybody. I have no idea. My guess is you're wearing a boot like that, probably not going to play in the conference tournament. We hope to have her in the NCAA in a couple weeks.
Any other questions for Coach? James Crepia, the Oregonian.
Looking ahead slightly, Kelly, because you mentioned during the week that it's probably going to be these guys with a win, and I realize they still have to play Cal, but let's kind of call that what it is. Your thoughts of just how you go about the next 4 or 5 days to prepare for probably playing these guys again?
Yeah, well, it's going to be a challenge. I mean, they're playing well right now. They had a lot to play for tonight. They're still on the bubble. They were playing for their NCAA lives. We embarrassed them at their place. And they knew that they were playing even for a 5 seed in this tournament. So they had a lot to play for, and you could tell it meant a lot to them. They played really hard, and they earned it. They deserved it. We're going to have to pick ourselves up and figure out a way to do a better job, especially at the defensive end. And we'll try and look at the good things we did and make some adjustments.
We're going to go to Terry now, Coach.
All right, Coach. Sorry, didn't know you did snuck in there as we were still enjoying the senior day out here, and obviously not what you wanted the way to send the seniors out. I don't know what you've answered here so far, but we knew Beavers have improved. I thought the Ducks, so overall, you played a pretty decent game, but just couldn't get over that hump when they got a little separation.
Yeah, and we just didn't make any stops. I mean, they ran a set almost every time down, and they ran them perfectly. I mean, they had us scrambling. Maybe I stuck with that big lineup just a little bit. We were exchanging 2s for 3s, and that kind of hurt. But give them credit. They made the plays. They played with a lot more urgency than we did.
I don't know if you've talked about Sedona already, but 22 points, new career high. She was a beast in there, and I know a lot more minutes than she's been playing, 18 a game, so I'm sure she was gassed. But when she was good, she is really good.
Yeah, she played well. It was really nice to see. She was dominant. We didn't get her the ball as much in the second half. Partly from what they were doing, but we had other kids that started to make some shots. But it was good to see, and we're going to need her down the stretch. I still believe, I'm sure everybody's counting us out, and that's good. That's good. I hope they do, because I think we have now something to play with.
All right, probably going to get a rematch with the Beavers next Thursday in the Pac-12 tournament in Las Vegas, and you see the improved version. So get ready.
Yeah, now it's our turn to improve. We need to step up and play better. It's a new season, and we've struggled. We've had our struggles, especially down the stretch here, and we got to find a way to right the ship a little bit. I'm still confident. I'm an forever optimist. I really feel like we can, but at some point we've got to actually do it. So right now we're guaranteed 2 games. one in Vegas and one in San Antonio, and we'll see if we deserve to play more in both.
All right, Coach. Thanks for the visit. Appreciate it, and we'll talk to you from Vegas.
All right, Coach, we're going to have a few more here. We'll go to Eric Scopel, 247 Sports.
Coach, their ability to hit the three-point shot was pretty crucial. A couple of times you guys got some momentum cut into it. Missed assignments, kind of what happened on some of those, because they were red hot.
All of the above. Yeah, all of the above. When you try to push the envelope a little bit, maybe trap and try to create some stuff, they did a nice job of finding. And let's face it, a couple of times they had the luck with them too, just kind of a mishandled ball that happened to fall into the right hands. But credit them. They made them count. They made them count.
Ryan Thorburn, registered guard.
Kelly, both Sedona and Taylor Mikesell were aggressive today on offense. Is that something you can build on? I know you're concerned about the defense, but getting those two more involved, is that a good sign?
Yeah, we knew without Te-Hina, we were going to have to play with Taylor at the point a lot more. It's not necessarily her best position, but she handled it quite well tonight. And I thought they both did a good job. And yeah, we need them both. They're two of the players that, we're going to have to rely on down the stretch here. And now we just got to get more to go with them. I thought offensively, we did some decent stuff tonight. We didn't shoot it great, but we did some all right stuff. Tonight, we got beat at the defensive end.
Got two more. We'll go with Ryan and then end with Eric. Ryan?
Coach, with Te-Hina out, it forces the ball into Taylor's hands and into Jazz Shelley's hands a little bit more. If those are going to have to be your ball handlers moving forward, how confident are you in them to be able to take over that starting ball handler role?
Doesn't matter if I'm confident in them or not. They got to do it. And I do have confidence in my team. I do. I'm an optimist. I just, for some reason, believe that we are at some point it's going to click. And we're going to play better basketball when it counts here. We're in the field. I'm not worried about that, but we want to get in the field with a little bit of momentum. I think people forget a few years ago when we made our first run here, we lost the 2 games at home going into that tournament, and then got a nice win against Washington up there in the second round, and then kind of took off from there. So I'm hoping that we still have that kind of a magical run left in us. But I have confidence in my players. I wouldn't play them if we didn't, but obviously we missed Te-Hina, but no, we've got enough. We've got enough. We just got to play better.
Coach, typically when you take the point guard off the floor, you probably think a lot of turnovers, but only 5. Where did you guys miss Te-Hina the most today? Obviously, 5 turnovers, something you'll live with.
Well, she's one of our best players, so you miss her all over the place. Defensively, she's solid. You got people just playing out of position a little bit, and that affects you. But we've got players. Like I said, I'm a believer that as great a player as Te-Hina is, that injuries in the short term don't hurt you. Now they do over time because you're without a really good player. But it's human nature to step up, and we had some step up. We just didn't have quite enough tonight. And again, I give credit to Oregon State. They came in hungry, they played hungry, and then they executed. That second half was a clinic. If they were smart, they would videotape that, or they have it on videotape and put that out, produce it, and sell it. That makes some money.
All right,
give it to the fire victims.
Get one more from James. Go ahead, James.
Kelly, just the amount of threes taken. You guys are 6 of 12, which is solid, and T-Mike takes half of them. But just any reason behind just the lower number, because that's nearly a season low. And at Arizona, you guys took 30 less field goals. So that's a really low number of threes attempted. Was there anything behind, other than Te-Hina not being there? Obviously, she takes some threes for you. But was there any particular reason why just the low number of threes tonight?
Yeah, we were a little better inside, So Sedona doesn't normally get the volume of shots that she did tonight. So you're trading 2s and 3s. And plus, I think they defended the 3-point line pretty well. They didn't give us a ton of looks. But then when you take Te-Hina off the guard, off the point, we just don't have a lot of playmakers. We don't have a lot of players that can make plays, and not just for themselves, but for other people. So we didn't put enough pressure on the defense, off the dribble to create more open threes. When you get threes, and look at the ones they got tonight, it was from penetration, and we had to help, and then they kick it out. And if we run at that player, they make that one extra pass for an open shot. It's like the dominoes start to roll, and we just never really got any dominoes rolling. So, but I like the percentage. I mean, we were efficient from the 3-point line.
That's going to do it, Coach. Thank you very much.
Thanks.